I want to touch on a topic that we don't tend to hear about in the media, but we've seen Eastern Caribbean, some of the central banks on that side, started to experiment with digital currency. They might be looking at cryptocurrency. We all have different ways to think about that, but is there any plans on the BOJ side to start looking at, or are experiments already taking place and you're just not publicizing that?
Yes, we have had a number of payment systems that have been implemented in Jamaica. They do moderately well, not as explosive as we'd like to see them do. But my attitude at Bank of Jamaica is to welcome all kinds of FinTech. We want to see it, come and show us. We're not going to be saying no at the door. We want to say, come in, let's examine it together. Indeed, we have a policy that says, let's set up sandboxes where you can test all of those ideas. So if next week somebody walks into Bank of Jamaica and says, I have this idea, this FinTech product, I would say, come sit with our people. Let us work out how you can set up that sandbox and start practically to prove it to you and to us that it is workable and that it is prudent.
So I'm smiling because it kept using the word sandbox, which is such a tech entrepreneur term, and that shows that you are with the times. I like it. That's going to end up being a soundbite, I can promise that. So we are very glad to hear about it, because I live in the US now, and to have seen Kenya and M-Pesa and that transition with mobile money, and I just felt that we had so many of the same problems in Jamaica, or similar problems. We could be an R&D hub. You could test in Jamaica.
Yes, and we're taking a proactive stance. And not only am I welcoming any FinTech entrepreneur, but we are actively pursuing the establishment of a national payment switch. So this is a kind of hub and spoke where all existing mobile payment systems and new can speak to each other. We feel that that is fundamental to have a good, efficient national payment system.
Okay, so that reminds me of when I was part of the team. I was in charge of launching our internet banking platform for that firm here in Jamaica. And we created a common component, is what we call it, so that everything else could talk to this one entity. It sounds like that's exactly what you're doing, which...
Exactly.